Made in Ghana products can compete globally when quality meets skills. Yes, when you produce or when your products are quality, when your products meet global standards, you can compete with the products from China, India, and other developed countries. Now, we have the resources, we have the materials, but we have skillful personnel. Do we have personnel who can help us to produce those quality goods? Do we have personnel who can help us to produce global standard goods? Now, when we get those personnel, or when we say that yes, we have those personnel, where are the factories? Because they cannot sit outside and produce those goods. They cannot use their hands to produce those goods. They need machines. They need machines that can help them to produce those goods. They need factories, and if there is machines, you can't plant the machine outside. You can't build the machine outside. You have to build it inside the factory. Confined place. Do we have the factories? Do we have the machines? If you don't have all those things, or if you don't have all these things, how are we going to produce those qualities you are talking about? How are we going to produce those goods you are talking about? Those quality goods. As you've claimed, if we produce quality when we can meet global standards, we can compete with those advanced countries. We don't have the factories. And the leaders, are you ready to help? Are you ready to help? Are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to build those factories? Are you ready to produce those skillful personnel that can produce quality goods to meet global standard? If you are not ready, then your statement is, sorry to say, useless. Your statement is meaningless. It is government duty to train those people, to send people to abroad to learn from them. After that, you have to build factories where those skillful personnel can work, can produce those goods. But here is the case, Africans, we don't think like that. What we know is, sharing state money, looting, coming to power, do whatever they want with their power. Overpower the weak ones and take the little they have. That is what our leaders always do. But instead of thinking outside the box, building factories, every country, go to advanced countries, they are producing the goods you are talking about in the factories. Go to China, whatever, even if the pen, they have 8 factories. But why are we, how we Africans are not thinking like that? What we know is important. We are always important. We don't think of trying to create something so that we also export something. We don't think that. So always Africans, we stay stagnant. We don't move, we don't shake, we stay stagnant. Our development has been stagnant for many years. When you come to Ghana, when Kwame Nkrumah gained independence, if I tell you Kwame Nkrumah factories, which they are not operating as I'm talking now, you'll be surprised. We are having shoe factories. Factories which produce cocoa sack. Factories. Sugar factories. And a lot of factories. Mentioned but few. All those factories are not working. when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, they collapsed everything. Every leader who came after the overthrow didn't think of reviving those factories, didn't think of building factories. They always come with promises. They get power, they misuse it, they go. And then another leader will come. The same thing. Lie to his people, telling them, when I come, I will do this. I will make sure things are in the right proportion. When they get power, they misuse it. They loot. They take everything. They take what they wanted to come and take. They go. Another. Now it has been consistent. Very sad. So, Mr. President, it's a very good statement, but you have the personnel, you have the skillful personnel, you have those who will produce those quality goods. But, Mr. President, I'm asking you, do we have the factories? Do we have the machines? We don't have all these things. So the qualities you are talking about, we can't produce those qualities you are talking about. And then even, we have a lot of people, like made in Ghana goods, they have money. But do you know what they do? After the production, they add made in China or made in US, because we don't believe in ourselves. We think when you write made in Ghana, people will not buy. People will say it's not quality, but it's not quality because machines are not there. And handmade cannot produce quality. No, we need machines to seal everything, to make things on it right way. But we don't have. How are we going to get those things? We can get it when the leaders recycle their brain, recycle their mind, revive those abundant factories. Those factories. Ghana and Africa, we are not poor. Our forefathers fought. They left us something. But those came, destroy everything. And now we want to be like them. We can't be like them. It's not always that we will say that our colonial master didn't do well. They came, they did their best. When they were going, they left money. They built schools. They left some factories. But we have bound down those factories. And we didn't add a little. Since independent, we have not added anything to the independence that we got. Nothing. It only independent. We can boast of independence. Simple. We can boast of Kwame Nkrumah fought for our independence. That's the only thing we can boast of. But after that, when I ask you, when National Liberation Council overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, they should tell us one thing they added to what Kwame Nkrumah did. They won't get. Achampong also came. Yeah, he did his best, but it wasn't enough. Jerry John Rawls came, same thing. Kufuor came, the same thing. Even those coming, they even sell government property. They even sell the left ones. They sell it. This is very sad. So please, Mr. President, we are begging Africans. We are begging the leaders. We don't have say, but please, I know when you speak, you listen. Listen to us. Build factories. Let the people get work to do. We have a lot of unemployed graduates in the house. We have a lot of people there, outside there, wanting something to do. And even producing shoe factories, all of them will collapse everything. Producing all this, you don't need to be educated before you can help. You have laborers. So when you build companies, when we have companies, unemployment will decrease. But here is the case: we are going to school, and after school we want white collar job, because that's what we think is good for us. Then it is true. If you have the factories, those unemployed, we can accommodate all those unemployed graduates. Let's think fast and act accordingly. Let's wake up. Let's build our country. When you build a country and build it well, I don't think people will live here and live here and go overseas. They won't do that. So please, the leaders of Africa, do something. Here's Trenders TV and Political Desk TV. Make sure you subscribe and share, so that people who have not seen our video before will see and watch and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye-bye.